One two three four five piece. One two three four five. Stardust gitu ya.
Ini dia
Jangan deh.
orang Jogja.
Pakai ini aja deh. Minecraft. Okay.
So, why should I learn a language with either of you?
Listen on repeat. Masuk ke sini. Ke sini. Oke. Semoga gak ada copyrightnya. So, welcome to the channel, guys. And I'm gonna test as usual. Welcome to the channel, guys. Test 1 2 3 kok as usual. Welcome to the channel, guys. Test 1 2 3 kok as usual. Okay, Reiko is here. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. And I do hope the music goes in. Yeah. Lol. Hi, cross section. Welcome to the stream. And it's a relaxing day today. Okay. So we're gonna hang out in here, and we're gonna do Eternal Road until we can finish this one. I don't know. Or maybe I should do this one. I don't know. We have so many choices. But first of all, we're gonna do the hard one. Let's go. What is this? I don't know. But we will see what's inside. Let's go. Details. No support to the other units. No, not that one. Stays details. Ground atmospheric. Oh, all the SD Gundam characters. And there's the Sasabi. Too bad I didn't get the Sasabi. So we can only bring the specialized unit, and like I said in my video, we can use you know, the alternative specialized units, which is this one, 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 this one. Actually, most of them are alternative series specialized units. The one from the development. Nice new strategy for Eternal Road. Yay! Yes. I don't know. I haven't even do anything. What is the new strategy? I'm confused myself. What is it? Specialized unit. Any new recommendation for Master League? Don't really have actually. Like, let me go to the Master League. Let me see in here. We can already make a team, so it's better to just go to the formation here and let's try to build a team. Look at this. It is boosted, the stats. So here's some strategy to SP max it. What do you mean? Like, which one do you want to SP convert? It depends on your lineup. Like, for example, in here, if you do use the which one is gonna be good in the current Master League? Rival, probably this one, Nightingale. Yes, so Nightingale, if you don't have any other attacker, then yeah, it's a good idea to probably SP convert a Nightingale. Like, you will get SP conversion material every month to be able to upgrade one unit to level 100. So even if you make a mistake, it should be fine. Okay, so right now in the specialized unit category or the rival category, actually there are not many units that you do want to SP convert. You know, let me try showing you guys how to build this. Let me see. Because there is a boost in here and there is also a supporters in here, you do want to hold click from here, from the outside here, to see the final stats of your unit. Like, look at this. My DO have 15,000 mobility and my Benzinon have 10,000 mobility and my aerial have 13,000. So my DO gonna move first, even though the aerial have more limit break, but because DO got boosted by the supporters here, then he has higher mobility than the aerial, so he gonna move first. And then when you take a look at the Benzi and the Hyperion in here, you can see that he has 179,000 HP and the Super Hyperion have 132,000 HP. So when the enemy attack you, the first one who gonna use the support defense is going to be the Benzinon because he has higher HP than the Hyperion. But after he took the damage, if his HP now goes lower than the Hyperion, then the Hyperion is going to be the next one to use his support defense, even though Redeem Arsenal still has double support defense. Okay. Nightingale. Okay, since I need attacker too. For tanks, should I SP max Night Gundam? But it seems not worth. Actually, the Night Gundam is quite good. You know, because the Night Gundam have double support defense. I think this one have double support defense. Let me see. The pilot. Yeah, look at this. It has a double support defense. So it is actually worth SP converting the Night Gundam. You know, among the SD Gundam units, let me filter by tech. Among the SD Gundam units, this one. The one that is worth upgrading, SP converting, is the Night Gundam, and then the Warrior Gundam, and then the Priest Ganteng, and that's it. Those three. It's actually the ones worth SP converting. Why? It's easy. All of them have double something. You know. Wait. All of them have double something. Like for example here, this is the Satan Gundam. Even though this is an SSR, it only has one chance step and one support attack. You know, although the best part about the Satan Gundam is that it has the when supporting increase attack level 3. There are not many units that increase attack when support countering, so this one support counter actually deals quite a lot of damage. But still, like you can only counter once, so the Satan Gundam is 50-50 whether you want to SP convert him or not. But the Night Gundam, the Warrior Ganteng, and the Priest Ganteng. Oh, this is Gun Cannon. Yeah, I was confused a little bit. Hey, this is not a gun. This is a Ganteng. Then who is this? This is the Gun Cannon. The Warrior Gun Cannon and the Priest Ganteng. They all have double something. Although the Warrior Gun Cannon, you can just skip this for now for PvP, because this is a melee. Like you will never ever be able to reach your enemy with this attack. And also, you know, double chance step is not really useful in PvP because you hardly ever be able to one-shot your enemy. This will only be really good on like Setsuna or Shara's Noble or the Attacker Amuro, because their unit is capable of one-shotting their enemy. This one, definitely not. So yeah, only the Night Gundam and the Priest Gundam. Although, using that logic, because the Priest Ganteng is actually an SR unit, and it doesn't have anything special. Like unlike some of the SR units that I've already made a video in the development diagram 101, they have 6,000 power, even though they are an SR unit. So this is not that. So again, only if you have extra SP conversion, then you SP convert the priest gun thing. So that's why the Knight Gundam becomes the only one that is really worth to SP converting. And it also have quite some tags, like it is a protagonist specialist unit and tough as nails, so you can play around with him in some other content in PvE. I want to ask what SSR pilot is worth it to make level 90. Ooh, hi Matsunaga, welcome to the stream. I wanted to make that video tonight, but I was thinking, which one do I choose? Do I make a video about a pilot, how to choose your pilot? Because I've already made a video about how to build your team, and I mentioned in there that a pilot has a separate explanation, because it takes quite some time to explain a pilot. It's a totally different word. I mean, like, it's another 1 hour video. So I was thinking whether I do want to make that one tonight, or do I want to live stream? And I decided to live stream. So it's okay, you can just ask that question. So yeah, you can look at this, okay? If you see the pilots that is not yet 90, then they are not worth leveling up. I've already made sure that I only level up those that are really worth it, because I also have insane amount of materials. Like, look at this. I was thinking, dude, I had like 6,000 of this, so I was like, why not I just upgrade all of them? So I did this morning. And yeah, so here we go. I'm gonna show you among my units in here that, from my experience, is really good. Okay, and then after that we're gonna go to the website, and then I'm gonna show you which pilot is really worth upgrading. I mean, like, the way I decide which pilot is good and not. Okay, that's what advice to be. Yeah, thanks. Cross section. But yeah, that's the Nagana. We're gonna go back to the master link later, because I do want to build a team. Which one should I do first? The master link or the pilot? Maybe the pilot gonna take quite some time. So we're gonna finish this one first. Okay, be patient, Matsunaga. So yeah, I've already made a team here, and this is actually already really good. But that's how you decide your team. Okay, like just now I've already showed you the aerial, that even though it has 2 stars, it is slower than my DO, because my DO is boosted by the Beltorchica, and that is actually what I want, because DO has shorter range, so he needs to be the first one to move. And also because the Optimus Sirocco is another rare pilot that has the increased attack when he is support attacking. It's one of the best actually for doing that. Look at this, attack by 20%, increase attack when supporting. Yeah, level 4. So this is, if he goes first and then he survive, then when all of my other units moves, then he will follow up on that attack, like support attacking the same target. Okay, so I need him to move first. And also the beam damage the beam damage second increase is also really strong. For in this game, 90% of the damage coming from units are of beam damage. Yeah, so I was considering whether Unicorn Banshee is worth it if I upgrade it to LB1. This one, the Banshee Nord. Yeah, it's worth it. Why not? Why not? What is the other options? Like, should you upgrade it to LB1 or what? What is the other option? Like, if there is no other option, then of course you should just increase the limit break. I mean, what's the other options that you have? Like, do you want to use double Banshee? It is actually a really good option, But the thing is that the Banshee is really strong, especially in the Master League. So you definitely gonna use him in PvP. The only time when you do want to have 2 Banshee at 0 limit break instead of 1 limit break is when you are not using him in PvP. When you are not using him in PvP, because in PvE, most of the enemy is insanely strong. They can just one-shot your tank no matter how high level they are. So having 2 Banshee Norn will block the damage, like, like can absorb 2 damage coming from that enemy. Like if you can bring 1 Banshee, then you can bring the other Banshee. Their attack limitation is the same. So instead of trying to level up another SSR unit or even using an SR unit, just use your Banshee, like 2 of them, go there and let them die by 1 hit each. That's it. Sakutri is a good alternative. Yes, it's a good alternative. Hi Wasabi, hi. Let's see who will win Banshee versus SD Unicorn. Oh, you mean the SD Unicorn? Oh, you mean the Unicorn Liu Bei? Oh, okay. Whether Unicorn Banshee? But Rico's question is whether Unicorn Banshee. Like, who is Unicorn Banshee? At least this is Banshee. I mean, like the Unicorn have 2, but still, like. His question is whether it is worth it to upgrade to LB1 or not. I mean, it doesn't matter the unit. I want to know what is the other option. If you are F2P all of them. What do you mean all of them? Oh, SSR Violet is worth it to make 90. Oh no, actually there are a couple that is not worth to upgrade. But yeah. I've already shown you here. Maybe you came in a little bit late. Just now I showed him already in my character list. The ones that is not yet level 89 is the one that is not worth upgrading. I mean, I already have an RX-78 LB1, but man, this Betty is so much cooler than that old fart unit, so I was planning to replace that RX-78 to Unicorn Banshee. Okay. Yeah, the Banshee is actually stronger than RX-78, but it depends on the tags, Like sometimes you can bring the RX, sometimes you cannot bring the RX. Just like in this current Master League, the next Master League that's gonna come on 22nd, you cannot use your RX-78. I mean, you can use him, but he will not get boosted by the Master League. So you definitely want to use your Unicorn Banshee instead, okay? So yeah, and who said just now who wants to see who will win Banshee versus SD Unicorn? The thing is that the Banshee Unicorn, yeah, the SD Unicorn, the Unicorn Gundam, the Liu Bei, is currently the hardest hitting unit in the game if he is at low HP. But the advantage of the Banshee Gundam is that it has the highest evasion right now. Look at this. Full Psycho Frame level 1, increase all accuracy and evasion by 10%. So you have a 10% chance to evade increase. And then after that, in a pilot, when you use the Ride Marcenas, this one, he has another this one, new type level 4, increase all accuracy and evasion by 10%. So on default, he has a 20% higher chance to evade compared to other pilots and units. So if the enemy attack miss, then yeah, it doesn't deal any damage. I did one time when I was in the generation tower. This one is, I think, I went inside, and then there was one time I used the Banshee, and he managed to avoid every single one of the enemy's attack. Yeah, it was fun. What is replacement for aerial? What do you mean replacement for aerial? In my formation? Nothing. Like my aerial is the best. So nothing replace her. Yep, that's SD. I mean, that's new gacha SD unit attacker. Yeah. Vancy is actually a unicorn unit too, but has a little modification because the original horn was damaged while chasing the Phoenix. So actually the original Vancy is just a unit with black coating. Oh, okay. Nice to know. Okay, so yeah, back to this one. For me, I don't have aerial yet. Oh, okay. This one you can just choose a lot of options. So this is basically my team, okay? But I want to remake the team from the beginning using only the SSR unit. But here is how I decide on how to build a team, okay? I've already made a video out of this, but I'm gonna do it again, okay? On live. Let's go. So first of all, this is empty. So it's better to try to use the supporter first, okay? Choose among the supporter which one is your best, okay? And then choose the unit from there. It's easy to know the rival. I mean, like if you watch the Gundam, you know which one are the bad guys. So it's easy to spot the rival when you are like, for example, if I choose the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing in here, I can see which ones are the bad guys. But it is harder to see the specialized unit, okay? Mostly the specialized units are from the Mobile Fighter G Gundam and then the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, but there are also a couple of other specialized units and also the SD Gundam, okay? So looking at this, like let's say I have the tough as snails tanks, okay? The tough as snails, I can see here I have a couple of bad guys, the Banshee, the Dio, the Nike Zeong, and then is this the bad guy? I don't know. And there is a specialized unit in here, blah blah blah. I think this is a good start, okay? So I'm gonna choose this guy, and then when I choose the bats form in here, you can see which one get boosted by this icon from your supporters. So looking at this, let's see if I filter by tag. I'm gonna choose only the rifle and the specialized unit, okay? Ta-da! So among here, the ones that get boosted by my supporters are here. But because we're gonna try to build a team without the UR units, we're gonna choose among here, okay? So let's see. We have the Barbados, we have the Nike Gundam, we have the Zeong, we have the Thunderbolt, this one, we have the O. That's it. That is actually nice. That is actually a nice team. Yeah. But I don't want the Zeong because the Zeong is a melee attacker. This one also is a melee attacker actually. So I do want to use the Gusion. And then let's see, do we have any other options in here? Nope, we don't have. So I have no choice but to use another unit because I try to avoid using a melee in PvP. It's hard for them to reach the enemy to attack them, so you need to survive the enemy's attack and then counter attack them. Like it's just a separating. Like if you use a range unit while they are attacking you, you can also counter attacking them, which gives you a better advantage because then on your turn you can already finish off your enemies. But as a melee, you cannot do that. So here we have the full armor Gundam and then the Gusion remake. They are really good for becoming our support. So we only missing the main character. We are missing the main character. So like from here, choosing the main character, like for example, if I don't have any other choice, I can just use my SP converted aerial in here. Look at this, because it's already level 100, so it should have high stats, even though it doesn't get boosted by the supporter. So that's why. This is how you decide. Okay. Now, if you see here, look at this. It has. Wait. Yeah. I need to put the pilot. So when you are choosing the pilot, try to choose the ones that has the tanks. Okay, and because this is Tekadan, I only have Mikazuki on Tekadan on the SSR, and try to avoid using the SR pilots because they don't have that many skills. And also the biggest disadvantage of pilot is that they cannot be SP converted. So the pilot will be at level 80, which gives them a lot less stats. Look at this, it's all on 400 stats. While if you even go slightly on the SSR, you can see a 600 stats there. Okay, so the difference is insane. So try to use the SSR. Like for example, I'm gonna choose this one, and then for that one, I'm gonna choose the Kouraki, because we also don't have the Mercury, which from the Mercury in the SSR pilot. And then after that, there's the full armor Gundam. We have the Eo Fleming in there, and then we have DO. DO is a Titan. We also don't have a defensive Titan pilot, so let's just choose any defensive pilot. This one. Okay. So just like that. So when I hold press this, it's gonna show me the final stats of the unit that I'm using in this master link. So I have 17,000 attack in there. So compared to this one, it still has higher stats. Look at that. Even though it doesn't get boosted by the supporters because I have it at SP conversion, so it has higher stats. So this is working. So that's why just now I use the aerial Gundam, because my aerial Gundam have 2 stars, giving him a personal boost itself without even though it doesn't get boosted by my supporters. So it makes my aerial equal to my zero limit break Psychomu unit. Okay, so that's how you build a team. And then the position. Okay, the position. That's the most important one. When you use a position in here, try to put a support unit that has a shorter range on one. So I'm gonna try to see full armor Gundam, like your skill is at 4 range. This one is also at 4 range. Yeah, it's also at 4 range. So I can either choose this one or this one in the middle. Yeah, but because this is defense down, while this one is physical damage taken up, so I do want to use the defense down in the middle, because it is more important to put defense down on the enemy compared to a physical damage taken up. Okay, like this one, I'm using the Gusion Repack because I don't have any other choice. If I do have a choice, it's bad to bring a physical weapon damage taken up, because none of these units that I have use physical damage except for this one. But this one is a tank, so it doesn't matter what he uses. Yeah. So, yeah, so this is just being used for the extra damage. Now put the other supporter either on 2 or on 3, so that they will attack. Whoever gonna go in between them will get countered by both of them. Okay, yeah, will get support attack by both of them. And put the bait on the 5. Put the unit with the lowest HP on the 5. So let's just see if we have 137,000. This one, 130,000, and this one, 130,000. Ooh, this one actually have higher HP. So I do want to swap this, because right now, currently actually, 137,700. I mean 130,700. This one is lower. So I'm gonna put this on the 5, because the enemy will aim for this one. Okay. So now, because of this, I want to change the Kouraki into a support pilot. Okay, and because we don't have the which from the Mercury, can I choose this? Oh, it changed to Satan Gundam straight away. Yeah, let's go back there, and I'm gonna use this guy. Okay, now, when you also choose the guy, like I chose them not randomly, okay, because I know like this John have higher range stats, okay, and for Gundam Aerial, the attack that she use here in the max power is range, although actually it uses the awaken more, because at the beginning you don't have maximum vigor, so this one is actually not a good option. Let's just change it. So I need a pilot with higher awaken stats, which is this guy, but it is not a support unit. So this guy, yes, this guy has higher awaken. So use that, and then it will use the awaken stats of the pilot because it uses an awaken weapon. Okay, so let's rearrange again. Now the enemy gonna attack that, and then we put here on the support, and then the 3 on the support. So look at that. So that means that when the enemy attack this, they gonna get attacked back by all these 3. Okay, and then put the rest on 2 and 4, and that's it. Ta-da! So yeah, that's how you build a team. The SSR Zeta would be the closest one, but the Temu variant. What is that? No. If you don't use aerial, you cannot use the Zeta. The Zeta is not a specialized and rival unit. If we are going into this Master League, try to get this boost, rival and specialized unit, okay? Because it gives you 50% more stats, which is insanely huge. Okay, this is insane. Since the RX-79 also have the same thing, which is tough as nails, so I am indeed considering pressing because it's so much cooler and also has a better stats. Yeah. And they have different tanks. I mean, like, they both have the tough as nails, but one is a protagonist, one is a rival. So when you do need the protagonist, you use the RX-78. When you need the rival, you use the Banshee. It's perfect. Yeah. And when you don't have that requirement, like, I mean, like, if you don't need to choose between protagonist and rival, you can just bring both. For this season Master League, I'm going to use MLB DOUR, 1 LB Aerial UR, 2 LB Justice UR, and 2 other SSR uniform pieces for Nightingale and Night Gundam. Oh sure, yeah, that looks fine. I mean, like, it depends on your supporters too. Does your supporters buffing all those units or not? Yeah. I think develop Sazabi is good to replace Aerial. You mean the SSR ones? The SSR Sazabi is not that good actually. Like, it's better to just use the Nightingale because the Sazabi, it is a support unit, but it has a low level debuff. So I mean, like, instead of debuffing the enemy using a low level debuff, you're better off bringing another support unit that has a higher level debuff, and just bring a Nightingale, like an attacker. Like if like for example, like this one just now, where is it? Like here, if I have to choose, like, do I bring a support unit that can debuff, or do I choose an attacker? Like, how to explain this? Here's the thing. This is an attacker, right? But if I want to make this attacker even better, this is an even better attacker. Why? Because my Sazabi can now attack 3 times within the same turn. You know, even though in terms of damage, the Sharasnable definitely gonna deal higher damage using this Sazabi, but I mean, like, Sharasnable is not a really good choice, because for Sharasnable, the best part about him is that he can kill 3 enemies if he manages to one-shot his enemy. So yeah, but ignore that one. I mean, like, looking at this, if you use the support pilot instead of the attacker, even though it has lower attack than the actual attacker pilot, like, for example here, if it is only lower by 20%, you will triple your attack output. So for example, if maybe you count Sharasnable attack as 100%, then if Amuro deal like 20% less than that, that means that Amuro is only dealing 80% of what Sharasnable can deal to the enemy, but that 80% damage can be done 3 times within the same turn, because you can keep support attacking while your ally attacking the same target. So 80% times 3 equals 240,000%. So he gonna deal 2.5 more damage than the Shara Stable. If you calculate the total, that's why a support pilot is actually higher in terms of strength and priority in the tier list. In the tier list, a support pilot is better than an attacker pilot. Okay, but there are some cases where you do want an actual attacker. Like for example here in my lineup, I put the Sazabi as the bait. Although actually they are not gonna attack my Sazabi because this is MLB. But just ignore the MLB for now. If my enemy attack my Sazabi, he gonna counter the attacker anyway. So I don't need a support counter in here. I can just use pure damage in here. You see? So yeah, situational. But if I put the Sazabi in here, for example, like for example in here in this my lineup, I'm gonna fix this too, okay? 145,000, 135,000. So my aerial is the one that the enemy gonna aim, because this is a tank. It should have higher HP. 132,000. 135. This has lower HP. But if I go into the Master League, I'm gonna upgrade this guy. Okay, so it has higher HP. It's gonna have higher HP. And this is the Banshee. It also has higher HP. Okay, that's 179,000. So the enemy gonna aim for my aerial. So now my aerial will counterattack the enemy anyway. So I don't need this to be a support pilot, okay? But even though this is a support pilot, Suleta is actually a really strong pilot because it has a really high raid stats. So this one, instead of using the Shara double, I can use the Amuro. Ta-da! So now when the enemy attack my aerial, it's gonna get countered by Peptimus Sirocco, by Amuro, and also by Suleta. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, so the Sazabi, I mean like, instead of using the Sazabi to debuff the enemy, I was actually talking that in the beginning, why it goes so far away off topic. But yeah, if you use the Sazabi, the development Sazabi, like, it's gonna put a debuff on the enemy, but instead of putting that debuff, like, it's better to just deal more damage to that enemy. Like for example, if your Sazabi deal like 20,000 damage to your enemy and put like defense down level 10%, it maybe increase your other unit's damage to the unit by 10%. But instead of you yourself dealing 20,000 damage, why not just deal 80,000 damage using a Nightingale? You know, just cover everyone's damage and pull it into your Nightingale there. Yeah, the extra benefit coming from that defense down. Okay, so just like that. Fuck that, floor 15 really need Master Gundam SSR for win. No, really? But I didn't use Master Gundam. Yeah, but still, like, my unit is a cheat, so yeah, it's a different case. But yeah, luckily there is a cheese for that stage, so as long as you are able to finish the floor 13 and 14, which is the harder one, then the 15 is a free win. Okay. This tower, you can choose your win way with Master Gundam. Look for tutorials. Support pilot with 2 life support able to make 4 attack. Life support and 2 attack to kill. Oh yeah, from the chance step. Yeah, but don't hope too much from the chance step, okay? Attack pilot only make 3 attack to kill. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's why the support pilot is of higher tier in the tier list than the attacker pilot. So positioning wise, I think this is already good enough. Yep. The Banshee, I'm gonna put the Banshee at the back. Why? So here's the thing. When the enemy aim for my aerial in here, you know, it's gonna attack in here, and then my Banshee having higher HP gonna protect the aerial in here. So next, my Banshee has a chance to have lower HP now than the aerial and also than the Hyperion. So the enemy may be going into here to attack my my Banshee. So I need to put him in the 4. so that when the enemy move in, it gonna go so far away inside my lineup, so that my DO can still counterattack. But because this is a tank, it's not gonna counterattack, but still it can be reached by my DO instead of putting on the 2, and my DO cannot reach on the counterattack there. So yeah, that is that. So this is gonna be my lineup for the Master League. Hopefully somebody can find it and have fun with it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the pilot now. So here's the thing. I've already explained to you a little bit just now. So the support pilot have higher priority. It has a higher tier list than the attacker unit, because no matter what they ride, they can attack 3 times using the support counter and their own turn to attack the enemy without even counting the chance step. Like we don't rely on killing our enemies to get the chance step, but at the very least the support counter will always happen as long as the enemy is within range. So like for example, if I bring a Zeta Gundam, this is an Aok. Tada, this is Aok. So I need to use Aok pilot, which are not that many. Currently in the UR category, I have Camille Bidan as Asuna. Okay, so Camille Bidan having 970 awakened stats, which is the highest awakened stats pilot in the game currently, and also Asuna having 717 awakened stats. And because this is a UR unit and using an EX skill, so the EX skill will use all stats, and they're gonna choose which one among those stats is the highest, and then use it to deal the damage, calculate the damage. Okay, like look at this. Tada, range melee awaken. So this means that it uses all these 3 stats and find the highest one among them and use it. So if I see this only use the awakened stats. So if the pilot that you use have lower awakened stats, then this gonna deal low damage. But the EX skill use all 3. So that means that if I use the Camille Bidan, it's gonna use the awakened stats because it is the highest. And if I use Asuna, it's gonna also use the awaken, but only at 700 here. But because Asuna have double support counter, so just triple this number. You see, so that's how strong a support pilot is, because I can attack the enemy 3 times now instead of Camille Bidan only attacking the enemy once. But it also depends on the situation. If I do want to, if I attack the enemy once and they don't die, okay, and then I need to attack it a couple more times, then if my Camille Bidan is able to one-shot the enemy, then he will get the benefit of the chance step. So now he can attack twice. So 2 times Camille Bidan attacking, like just roughly translate this into like 1,800 damage, is almost equal to this one times 3. No, this one 970. You can just round this up to 1,000. So just count this as 2,000 damage, you know, and this one goes into 2,100 damage. So if you can manage to one-shot your enemy because you have higher damage, then instead of attacking the enemy many times, they still be able to do exactly the same. Yeah, so pros and cons, but that is how you decide your pilot, you know. And now that you know the stats that your weapon gonna use when you are riding the unit, that means that, look at this, Camille Bidan has 970 awaken, okay, but only 589 range. So if I pilot a unit that only use range stats, this Kouraki have higher range stats. See, 624. So even though it has a lower stats in the other category, when dealing damage to the enemy, he will deal higher damage than Camille Bidan, even though Camille Bidan is a UR pilot. Okay, because the unit that I choose for them to pilot uses only the range stats. For example, the Casval Gundam. Okay, when I use the Casval Gundam and use the Hyper Bazooka, it only uses the range stats. So no matter how much how high the awakened stats of Camille be done, he will use the range stats when piloting Casval Gundam. Okay? So that is where the SSR pilot comes in. That means that for Dozel Sabi, it has 727 melee stats. That means that if I use someone in here that uses a melee stats, I don't know, like for example this one's still higher melee. For example, maybe Amuro. Yeah, look at this. If Amuro is piloting a unit that uses melee attack, obviously my Dozel Sabi is a much better choice. Okay, so that's where you calculate the stats of your pilot, and that's why the pilot is still, even though it is an SSR pilot, is still gonna be great. And the only thing that separates them is the number of these things: character, skills, and ability. So for the UR pilots, you have 3 character skills, which situationally can be better or worse. I mean, like for example, like Rida Marcenas in here, he is a tank. If we take an example of Master League, like you won't have a lot of chance to use this skill. So even though you have 3 character skills, like you don't have a chance to use them, then just count as the same as not having any skills. And also look at this. This is a lock-on, increase accuracy by 100%, which is almost never gonna get used because you're rarely gonna be missing, especially if you are using your EX skill. So this is the same as having just only 2 skills. Okay, so whether I use Ride, whether I use for example Shara Snapple, still gonna be the same. Okay, so that means that the next best thing that you need to think about is, just now we already know about the support attack. This is very, very important. And then the next best thing is a double support defense, because being able to defend twice is insanely good to protect your attacker. Okay, so this is how you choose your pilot. Choose the one that has a double support attack, then choose the one that has double support defense. And lastly, the double chance step is very situational, because you need to kill your enemy, which not gonna happen a lot if you are fighting against equal strength or stronger enemies than you. It's only gonna happen if you are fighting weaker enemies than you. So this is mostly gonna be very useful in PvE stage instead of the PvP. So priority list goes into support attack, and then the support defense, and then the chance step. But still, when you're choosing the pilot, choose the one that have those double something. That's why the Night Gundam just now becomes really great, because this has double support defense. I finally got my Monster Black Dragon and Elubel as well. Ooh, nice, congrats. Okay, this is a master. Yeah, max their skill and level and skill. And for the skill, I barely ever level up my skill too. Look at this. I always have my EX skill at level 3. You know, so when you look at me in you know, like when fighting, I still haven't maximized all of my units. Okay, the only ones that I maximize, look at this, 3x skill. So the ones that I maximize is Lasine. Like, this is Brainless. I already have Lasine at maximum limit break. So maximizing the attack is insanely good, you know, because it's already at the max. And then after that, the DO, and then the new Gundam maximum. And then Sazabi also, the reason only because of limit break, maximum limit break, maximum level skill. And that's it. The rest is at level 3. Why is it that, you know, some has level 5 and some level 3? Because taking aside from the one that is at maximum limit break, like if they are at maximum limit break, I have to increase their EX skill. If I do use them, then I need to increase their EX skill level, because that is the only way for them to get even stronger than a maximum limit break. But for DO, new Gundam, and then Probably gonna be Phoenix Gundam. Yeah, but I still haven't used him that much yet right now because it is a physical damage taken increase, which is not a lot of units has. So this one level 5. Why? Because they are a debuffer. So when I level up a debuff, it increased the level by 1. So increasing a defense down by 5% more will increase my attacker damage even higher. So my Sasabi at maximum limit break, I increase the weapon level to level 5. That is the only other way to further increase the damage of a maximum limit break unit that is already at max. Now, a further increase to that is to increase this debuff. Okay, so increasing the level of the debuff benefit not only your unit but the other units. Okay, so a debuffer takes priority then. So that means that my DO beam damage taken up, my new Gundam special weapon damage taken up, and then my aerial Gundam defense down, while also my Lesine, which is both because it is a maximum limit break and also a defense down, get their weapon skill maxed up. So that's that. The rest, I don't need them to be at maximum weapon skill because it doesn't really matter, you know. Like instead of wasting materials, like better wait for the ones that actually reach a maximum limit break and use that material on them. Like for right now, the best candidate for the next one that I will increase the weapon level is gonna be the Phoenix Gundam because this is a physical damage taken up debuff. But I rarely use that, so I haven't increased that one yet. Yeah, save. It's better to save up material instead of upgrading them and a better newer unit comes out and you don't have the material already because you use it just now. If I don't use the unit yet, I better just leave them alone. So it's the same as SP conversion. Look at this. I am able to SP convert 6 units. And I haven't do that because I don't feel the need of SP converting anyone right now. Yeah, I can finish every single stage without SP converting anyone, so why do I have to SP convert anyone? Which one do you prefer? You are supporter that buff 2 unit or SR or SSR supporter that buff more than 2 units? Or does it depend on the context which one is better for you? I prefer you are a supporter that buff 2 units. And then SSR supporter that buff more than 2 units. I will never ever pick an SR supporters because an SR supporters are useless. Okay, so let's go to the Master League again. So for example, I've already made a formation here. Let me remake that again. Okay, just now. So for example, I choose the Bichao like again, tough as nail. Now I'm gonna remove all this. Okay. Okay. Now, when I choose the unit, if I remove the filter, okay. Tada. Now, I have more options, right? So when I choose just now, I choose the Gaussian rebake. You see? Where's the Gaussian rebake? This is the Gaussian rebake, right? Now, if I choose the Gaussian rebake, because this is a physical damage taken up, then I want to compare it. Like for example, if I do have Force Impulse, for example, okay, I do have Force Impulse. It doesn't get boosted. This one get boosted, but this is at level 99. This is at level 89. So when I swap this, and maybe I use the pilot. Let's see. If I do have a pilot, maybe this I'm gonna use Suleta maybe. And then this one I'm gonna use Sinasuka. Okay, now I can see the stats. Look at this. This is 130,000 HP and then 14,000 attack. Look at this. Wait. Oh, this one is not boosted by this. Let me choose another one. I need the one that is a rival or specialized unit. But I don't have the one without any star on that rival. Specialized unit. I cannot make an example. Let's just use the O. Let's just use the O. But this is tough as nail. Let me just take a look at this. Is there any way that I can up the Gaussian rebate of the O? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is an example. Look at this. This is 123,000 HP and 13,000 attack. This one, 123,000 HP, the same, but with 14,000 attack. You see? So even though this one doesn't get boosted by this, if I don't feel the need of boosting this one, then I can just use a unit that doesn't get boosted by the supporters. Okay? Now, the need for the supporters is for something like this. Let me go here. Okay. So here's the thing. For example, okay, I don't have Beltorchica. For example, okay, let's see if I use this one. Yeah, everyone's favorite. Okay, so if I use this, I boosted 3 of these units. Okay, now when I boosted these 3 units, for example, if the enemy attack me and then the Benzene don't die, okay, then instead of forcing myself to use this because this boosts 3 units, I better off just go and use this one. It boosts only 2 units, but if I use this one, my Benzene survive, okay, because it increased the stats by a lot more, giving more HP to my Benzene. And if my Benzene survive, support defending 1 unit and leave him at 1 HP, he can use another support defense, protecting your unit again and die. Because on the second support defense, it doesn't matter how much HP he has left, whether he has 1 HP, 10% HP, 20% HP, 30% HP, it doesn't matter. So as long as you can survive that initial hit, even with only 1 HP left, it gonna make a lot of difference. Okay, it can even go further. Like if for example I don't have the O here, you know, if I don't have the O here, for example I use this one. Look at this. It is still a better idea if it do change the course of the battle, then boosting only your tank, making him able to do double support defense, will give a chance for your attacker to attack the enemy because they can survive now. Because for example, if your Benzene on die support defending, and then there's an enemy third attack next, and then your Sasabi die, for example, then that DPS deal 0 damage. So instead of just why do you even want to boost everyone equally? If the Benzene die and then your Sasabi die, then the boost gonna be useless. Okay. So just lower the stats of your Sasabi, increase the stats of your Benzene instead, and the Benzene will be able to double support defense on your Sasabi, letting your Sasabi able to move and attack the enemy. So it's not always a good idea to, you know, equally increase like as much units as possible, but choosing the SR supporters. This sucks. Okay, this doesn't give any benefit to you. So that is that. So sometimes choosing just, okay, I'm boosting these 2 units. So when I boost these 2 units, this one's gonna have so much mobility now that the Sasabi gonna move first. 17,000 mobility. This one have 13,000 mobility. Look at that. It changes the order of movement. So for example, okay, my Sasabi, because this is MLB, if my Sasabi is not yet maximum limit break, maybe my aerial or my striker custom will move first. Okay, but because I boost the Sazabi only and the Bensinon only, then the Sazabi now is faster than the aerial and the striker custom, making him able to move first. So you can also change the order of the attack. So for example, when you go inside fighting the enemy and you think, oh my god, if only my aerial move after my Sazabi, I can kill that enemy. Then why not? Yeah, just boost the Sazabi and lower the stats of your aerial. That's the purpose of the supporters, okay? I think it's better to pick a supporter that boosts your team, not just 1 or 2 units. Hey, no, that's why you learned it in here, okay? So, changing the stats of a different units can give you a different outcome. But that is on the Master League. So now take an example of PvE. So for PvE, you might ask, like in PvE, I should have boosted all of my units as much as possible, right? PvE, like you don't need to double support defense. The enemy not gonna kill you that easily, like in Master League. And I don't have a turn order in PvE. Hey, be careful with that, because why? In PvE, it's even bad. It is even more important to boost only your attacker and supporter, because you don't really need your tank to be strong. Okay, like for example, if your tank deal 20,000 damage while your striker custom deal 100,000 damage, if you boost them both by 14% increase by using this guy, look at this guy. Okay, if I boost both of them with this guy, just imagine this one got boosted, okay? Then the 20,000 damage will increase by 10%. He only deal 2,000 more damage, while this one 100,000 damage will deal 10,000 more damage, boosted by 14%. Just imagine this as 10%. Okay, easier to calculate. So it increases his damage by 10,000. It increases his damage by 2,000. Why not just increase your striker custom with probably, where is striker custom? This guy, look at this. This is 25% increase, which means that 100,000 damage of this guy will get increased by 25,000 instead of 10,000 and 2,000. Okay, because what you need in PvE is more damage, not a stronger tank. It depends on the situation, but most of the time, your tank will still die in one hit by an enemy in PvE states, because they have insane amount of damage. Okay, they are insanely strong. So your tank will only ever survive one hit from the enemy, unless you are strong enough, like my team in here. Okay, I can survive a lot of damage, but still, like my BNC in PvE states can survive like 10 hits from the enemy. So I don't need to survive 10 hits. I can just survive 8 hits, but I will boost my Sazabi's damage by even higher than that. Okay, so equally boosting your team is actually a bad idea. Okay, because what you did is just boost the important ones, okay, and ignore the less important one. So the support unit is also the same. The support unit is going to support attack and support countering the enemy. So if my aerial deal, like for example 80,000 damage, so increasing it by 10% will only increase his damage by 8,000. But because it attacked 3 times, it's gonna attack more. But if I can just use this guy 25% and boost this support unit, it can deal like 80,000 by 25%, 1 for 20,000. Wait, no. 25% seperempat 20.000. Oh yeah, it deals 100,000 damage now. It does 100,000 damage now and can do that 3 times in a turn. See, so boosting only your attacker and support units is your priority in PvE, okay? While in PvP is the order of movement, which is the mobility of all of your units, and also the HP of your tank is the most important one to be controlled by your supporters, okay? So that is that. And going back into the pilot again. Let me go into the pilot again. So Now that you know, we already talked about the support attack, we already talked about the support defense, and then the chance step also. Now goes into, oh, we also already talked about the stats, right? Like this guy, it has a higher melee stats, so yeah, the stats also really important. And then the next one is the skill. Okay, so every single one of these pilots have different skills. So the one that I always take priority, highest tier list, the best skills that a pilot can have is the MP up. Because the MP up increase your vigor, and a maximum vigor increase your damage output by 30%, which is even higher than attack burst. What is attack burst? Like for example this one. Look at this. Attack burst only increase your damage dealt by 20%. So this MP skill up, you can think about it as a 30% damage boost, because you can spam this skill and get your vigor to supercharge, okay, at the very beginning. But for this guy, he can also get to supercharge after he kill like probably three enemies. If he able to kill 3 enemies, then he also get 30% damage boost. So some people might think that this is useless, you can just kill your enemies, but sometimes you don't have the time to kill 3 enemies before you need to deal the very high damage. Like most of the time, you also need that 30% damage boost to start killing your very first enemy. Okay, so this is a 20% boost, but still, like if you already have the engine going, like if it is already hot enough, I'm talking about a motorcycle or a car in here. If you already have a supercharged figure, then having the attack burst on top of that can stack. So 30% boost from the supercharge and then 20% boost from the attack burst in here will give you 50% damage boost, which is the best one for an attacker or a damage dealer to have. So that means that this guy, that's why I spent all of my diamond to get this guy, because of this. The fuck. And this is not 20%, this is 25%. Yeah, so that's the strength of Amuro. Okay, so that's the priority for a DPS. Now then again, in PvE there is this second skill, I mean the second best skill to have in the PvE stage, which is the sway. Okay, why? Because it increases your evasion by 100%. But why not just attack the enemy outside of your range, and you already have evasion 100%, the enemy cannot counterattack you? Yes, that is true for your unit. But then the enemy will choose to defend themselves when you are attacking them, reducing their damage taken by 20%. So that will be equally bad, okay? Because that means that even though you can attack your enemy and you use like all of your units to support attack your damage, if the enemy choose to defend themselves, that's it. All of those damage that goes in will get reduced by 20%, and all of your effort gonna go to waste. So the sway comes in because when you choose sway, you can just go in front, right in front of the face of your enemy, and then they gonna counterattack you, but you gonna evade that. But because they choose to counterattack, they're not defending themselves. So all of the support attack that you have around that unit that is surrounding that enemy will go in full damage to that enemy. So that's the purpose of the sway. Okay, the main purpose of the sway. So to avoid the enemy trying to defend themselves. So that's why if you see other YouTubers, they sometimes choose not to support attack some of the attack that you do, because they want to use them when you finally use the sway, so that all the maximum damage goes in, not when you are, like moving your unit in position to attack the boss. While you are moving your unit in position to attack the boss, you also attack that boss, because why just wait if you can just attack the boss? But you don't want to use the support attack because you want to use it when you actually hitting him using sway. Okay, So that is the sway, the second best skill in here. And then the attack burst, and then we also have the defensive version of the attack burst. This is the force guard, which reduces the damage taken by percentage number. But in PvP, you will never have a chance to use this because your durability unit is the slowest unit in your lineup, aside from the attacker. Actually, the attacker should be slowest, but still, yeah, you won't be able to choose this. And in PvE, sometimes this helps, sometimes this don't. It doesn't, because the enemy is so strong that you will still die even if you use this. Okay, so that's why the attack burst is of higher tier than the force guard. If you do have a tier list, then this one is just because it doesn't really change much. I mean, like, it's situational. If it do change the outcome, like if the enemy attacks you for 60% of your maximum HP, then using this will reduce that damage, and maybe the enemy gonna attack you for 40% of your maximum HP. That means that the next time they attack you, you're still gonna be able to survive. Okay, because of this. Yeah, just imagine your HP as like, if it goes below the 50% mark, that means that the next attack that deals the same damage to you will be able to finish you off. So that's where the force guard benefit goes in. Okay, and then those are those. Now the next best thing for a character skill is the increase in range and the increase in movement. Where is the increase in movement? Oh yeah, the critical first, okay? The critical and the HP repair. I forgot. The critical is similar to the attack burst, but this one is of a chance, okay? So you do want this skill if your unit has a weapon skill that increase the critical damage, because this game doesn't have like a critical rate, a high critical rate on the unit, so it all depends on the pilot. The pilot is what makes your unit able to deal consistent critical damage. So this one is really good for a unit that has a critical damage weapon. And then the HP repair is for in PvP. Like I said just now, in PvP you don't have a chance to click on this. You don't have a chance to do this before the enemy is attacking you and you are using your support defense. But if you manage to survive support defending your allies, the very best thing for you to have as a durability pilot is the ability to heal your HP. Because now you heal yourself, and in the next turn you can block the enemy's attack again. Okay. So those two takes priority, and then only then after that in the order of priority goes into the movement increase and the range increase. Wait, I'm gonna read the chat first. What the best UR pilot to bring in free squad? This guy here. The Peptimus Sirocco, Asuna Elmaritz, and Suleta Mercury. Mimi, do you think Lacus UR pilot will be better in this season Master League? No, definitely not. Lacus Klein is a PvE pilot, not a PvP one. So yeah, in Master League she's not gonna be used much. I mean, if anybody ever use her, it's because they don't know how to use her. Okay. So this is a PvE pilot, because the best part about Lacus Klein is this. But AI, I don't know about AI, whether they're gonna cast this or not, but I don't want to rely on AI to cast this. Even if I do cast this, I've already shown you that Lacus Klein need to ride a huge unit in order to maximize this. In order to be able to hit all of your allies, she needs to ride a Freedom Meteor or a Justice Meteor. Okay, so that's why in this current season you can use the Justice Meteor, but I don't know. Does any of you want to use Justice Meteor in your lineup? I rarely ever see anyone using Justice Meteor. But if you do want to use Lacus, then put her in the Justice Meteor. But then again, you also need Lacus to move first before your any of your other units. Because if she doesn't move first, if the other unit move first and move away from her, they will not get the buff. Okay. So the thing that makes Lacus is bad in PvP is because it only has one support attack. Okay, so you can only counter the enemy once and that's it. Okay, while in PvP it's really important to have double support attack so that you can kill the enemy within their own turns to move. So that by the time you move, you already kill one or two of the enemy, and then when it is time for you to move, you can kill the rest of them. Okay. Lol. Now, yeah, that's Lacus Klein. Okay, so the 3 best pilot is this: Asuna, Peptimus, Suleta. And why? Let me go into the SD Gundam. Wait, let me see. Let me go in here. I'm gonna show you this. Ta-da! So, in here, look at this. Or maybe I'll go back here first. Okay, here. The reason why Asuna and Paptimus is the best for a UR support pilot is because it's obvious they have the MP up. Okay, there is no other support pilot that has the MP up ability. This is insanely good, especially good in PvE, because in PvE you can just use this at the beginning of the battle and they both gonna deal maximum damage. They can even be stronger than your attacker because they have 30% attack boost from the very beginning of the battle. So their support attack will definitely kill someone. And you can use your weaker unit and move near this Asuna and make use of the support attack of Asuna to give a chance step to your weaker pilot. So this is very useful. Like for example, if I do have Redem Arsenas and I need him to move with chance step, like because Banshee will never be able to one-shot his enemy, so I use the help of Asuna and Peptimus Sirocco there. So these two obvious reasons. For Suleta, the reason why Suleta is the best is in here. Look at this. This is a character list, and I can sort them using a table. So I sort them with the range stats. Okay, so range stats, like right now, we have actually instead of Suleta there is these two. Okay, but I don't have these two. So if you do have these two, this is even better than Suleta. Okay, so when you choose a support pilot, look at this. There are 3 support pilot in here that has the highest range stats. And like I said just now, if a unit use the weapon power of range stats, then you need to use a pilot with a range stats to be able to deal high damage using that unit. And so, using a table in here, who has the highest range stats in the game? These 3 pilot. And because these are the support pilot, so this one doesn't have support attack and support counter. Like I said in the priority list, support pilot is better than attacker pilot. Okay, so these 3 is insane to be able to be in here. Okay, but the problem is that for this guy, the character skill sucks. Although the best thing about Annabelle Gato is that it has the Xeon tech. Okay, so like for example, like for Suleta Mercury, Suleta can only pilot the Witch from Mercury techs. I mean, to get the bonus of this, and this is the biggest bonus that you can get from your pilot. So try to match the text with the unit, and it's really hard to match the text with the unit using Suleta Mercury. Okay, and that makes Daryl Lawrence the best support pilot, because look at this. Ta-da! Oh yeah, I forgot. Daryl Lawrence also have the MP up ability. Yeah, I didn't manage to get him. So this together with Asuna and Peptimus, this is the best. This is the best support pilot right now, Daryl Lawrence. And also having the sway. Hey. Very good in PvE. Look at that. And also the high speed. Insanely good. Like this is the best pilot you can have in the current in the game right now. But actually there's no but. It's the best. Daryl Lawrence is actually the best. And Annabelle Gato. The only thing bad about Annabelle is the ability. Now, looking at this list, now we have the Satan Gundam and the Kira Yamato. Okay, the Satan Gundam is SSR, so this one is okay. It's so-so. I mean, the only thing bad about him is that it only has one support attack. Okay, so the next best one is gonna be Kira Yamato in here, because Kira Yamato have the sway too, just like that. So sway is rare, like not that many pilots have sway, but there are a lot more than MP up ability. So yeah, the sway is important when you want to hit the enemy without getting counterattacked by them. So that's about the support pilot. Okay, so even though Asuna is here, the MP up ability is just so good that it it overcomes all the stats difference among all these pilot. So going back into the game, now we gonna talk about the movement increase and the range increase. Okay, so the movement increase and the range increase, it's very situational. If you do need to reach certain position, then yeah, move up is important. And then if you do want to like attack certain enemies out of their range, then this one is situationally good. Like usually this is really good for debuffing. If you do want to attack the enemy, put a debuff on the enemy but want to avoid getting counterattacked by them. But still, like it's better to just go in range and then stop there, wait for your turn if you do have double support attack. Like for example, you do want to, actually you don't really want to do that. Yeah, just situational. Okay, and the rest of the skill is not important. Is there any other skill? Yeah, the ones that I didn't mention is only the energy boost and then the energy recovery, and that's it. Yeah, those are just to fill up your EN. It's you don't even need them most of the time. So yeah, that's why Annabelle Gato. Too bad he has the EN skills instead. So yeah, that is how you choose your pilot. Okay, so looking at that, the reasoning why I choose all these pilots, yeah, the UR pilots, obvious. Like they are UR pilots, they have higher stats than the rest. So even no matter how bad they are, like for example, like among all of my UR pilots, Mark Wilder is the worst. But still, like he has higher stats than any of the SSR or the SR pilots. Okay, so it also has the worst character skills. So but still more useful than the rest. Okay, so this one, yeah. The worst part about him also, he can only ride the Phoenix Gundam. Look at this, Nanoskin G Generation series, which only leads him to get that bonus if he is riding the Phoenix Gundam. So now going into the SSR pilot, I'm gonna just summarize all of them. Those also be really strong melee skills and abilities. Like there is an even stronger than him, which is this one, but the character skills increase range and attack burst, while this one is purely damage. Look at this. It's attack burst and critical. Pure damage. So yeah, that's Zabi. I like him if I'm piloting a melee unit, and it's also a Xeon pilot. This one is a Xeon pilot. We do have a lot of Xeon pilot in this game. Okay, so all the Xeon pilot, just like the EFSF pilot, I've already shown you in my Master League. Like the best advantage of EFSF pilot that is that they can swap with each other as long as the unit is EFSF. You can keep swapping. Like we have 3 Amuros in here. So I can just choose whichever Amuro I want to pilot the same unit. Okay, and then Jonah Basta is also EFSF, and a lot more. So the Xeon is also the same. If you are piloting a Xeon unit, then the Xeon pilot can just swap with each other. Okay, so this one is Xeon, this one is Xeon, this one is Xeon, but this is G-Quack, right? This is G-Quack's pilot. Oh yeah, this one have a totally different one. It can only ride the white Gundam. This one is, I think this is also Xeon. Yeah, this one is also Xeon. We do have a lot of Xeon. So yeah, Xian, just a standard high range stats support pilot. Daryl Lawrence, insanely good when riding the Psycho Gundam. Amate Yuzuriha, free pilot with double chain step. Yeah, the advantage of her is the double chain step. This is double support defense. This is the best SSR attacker pilot with the MP up and attack burst. I've already shown you that just now. I mean, like the priority skill list. And then the lead way line is a Xeon tanker. It has the sway. Okay, so if you do need a sway, he has it. Quatre, the best pilot to ride the Wing Gundam Zero, because it has double support attack when riding the Wing Gundam Zero, or any Wing Gundam series basically. And then Rondo Gina, high AoE damage when riding the Gold Frame Amatsu. Reza Burel, double support defense. Nike Xiong, this one is only because I need them to clear the stage. Otherwise, I don't think I will level them up this high. Yeah, only the Nike Gundam is really good. But the Satan Gundam is actually okay. The range stats is not that bad, 699. So, but still, like you can only use him on riding the Satan Gundam, which is the Satan Gundam itself is just so. So yeah, these two is not supposed to be this high, but I need them to clear the stage. Shin Matsunaga, a tank that can heal himself. So after he's tanking, he has a second wind to try tanking again. And Johnny Riden, even though the character skill sucks, he has a Xeon tank and increased range. So the range stats is okay, even though the character skill sucks. Like I do need a lot of support pilot. So when I do need another extra support pilot, if I don't have any other choice, then yeah, I use him. Then Henry Bond, also a Xeon pilot. Borg Chai, it's an attacker EFSF, so you can swap him with other EFSF pilot. Then Eo Fleming, also a support EFSF. Then Suji Ito, double support attack on Red Gundam. Seiko Sugai is actually a melee EFSF pilot, another EFSF again. So the EFSF and the Xeon, I just level all of them up because they can just swap with each other. Gaia, Ortega, same reasoning. Dukes, this is a very unique pilot. It actually has the tag of the mobile armor, which is quite unique. Like it boosts all of these huge units. So I just level her up just in case I need her to pilot the Psycho Gundam. Okay. Charlie Abul, really high awaken. Like there are not many awakened pilot in the SSR category, so you do need to increase Charlie Abul if you do need a pilot with high awakened stats. Okay, this is one of the high awakened stats SSR pilot. So the other awakened pilot is on the UR category. So yeah. For the SSR, mostly they use range stats. So when you do need to pilot a unit that use a range stats weapon, there are, instead of using the UR pilot, it's better to use the SSR pilot. So Nyan, a really good melee pilot with MP up again, like very rare. So all of the, basically if you do see a character skills a character with an MP up ability, then just straight up level them up. It's really good. So this one is a sway pilot, you know, and this one is also another sway pilot, Odell Barnett. Although for Odell, it has the tech of this, the movie. Yeah, it's only 2 of this unit, but this Gemini's Gundam is insanely strong. It's one of the SSR unit that can have 6,000 weapon power. So this one really good to level up. And Neil L, very good range stats with critical. So if you have a critical damage unit, to use her as the pilot. But this is a free done. Okay, there are not many options for the free done, so you will never get the bonus of that last ability, but it has a critical strike, yeah, a critical chance. Then Kagaliula, it's for piloting the Sith Gundam for me. This one, basically this one. Most of the time I only use her on this one, the strike rope. This is a really good unit that has a really good debuff. A special weapon damage taken up debuff that is rare, that is quite rare to get. So yeah, this one Edward have a really high melee stats, you see, but I've already shown you that I compare him to the Dozel Zabi, so that's that. Luna Maria double support the attack, and then Grey Violenta is actually is because I need a pilot for a celestial being. Like if I do need the Axia to do a support attack, then I use this guy. So Amida Arca, really high range stats again, and also with the sway, really great in luring the enemy to her. And then Karta issue a really strong defender pilot. Like this one, when riding this unit, the Grace Ain and this one, Grace Ain and what is this? The Grace Ritter. Yeah, she's gonna be insanely good when riding this too, because all of her skills, her abilities all increase defense, increase, and reduce the mistaken increase, and also she has the heal. And then Zero Murasame, the only Titan pilot. There are not many Titan pilots, okay? So when I'm riding a Titans, I use him, and that's it. The rest, like this one, is only ever good when riding Red Astray, you know. See? So there's nowhere to use him. He also only have a move speed up, which is situational. So when choosing a defender pilot, always try to find the one with the force guard and the heal. You know, I mean sway, force guard, range up, and then heal. This one also can only ride the blue Astray. Yeah. Wait, he can write another things just now. Yeah, that one is just SRN and R unit. Gacha again, please. You don't have Satan, you are, and Master Gundam, you are. Yes, I don't have everything. I think you know that the Link units have not fantastic stats. Oh yeah. There is one trick that I want to talk to you about the Link units, okay? It's very funny to me they didn't give us SR or better unit for him to pilot from that event. Which one? SR or better unit for him to pilot from that event? Oh yeah, for these two guys, right? Yeah, these two guys. That's too bad. Like, they can only ride the Astray units, but I mean, like, it's a special event, so right now there is no way for us to get even more units from that series. So that's why these two becomes useless. Yeah. This one, I'm still debating whether upgrading her or not. Like, if I ever use an SSR pilot when riding a celestial being, like the Grey Violento is still useful because it has a support attack, you know, instead of using Setsuna. If I use Setsuna, then it is an attacker. If I do need my Exia to use support attack, then I use him. This one is the same as Setsuna. So, if I already have Setsuna, then I don't need to upgrade her. If I don't have Setsuna, if you do, there is no way you can have Exia without the Setsuna, right? I was gonna say, if you do have the this one without the Setsuna, then yeah, you use Charles to Gustika, but there is no way, right? If you get Exia, you will get Setsuna. Yeah. So yeah. No reason to upgrade her. And this one, Haruire and Rina Noyama, is because they ride a Gunpla unit. You know, their tech is of Gunpla, which right now also don't have many options. Okay, if I do get this unit, then I can use that pilot to ride this. But then again, why use an SSR pilot if by getting this I get a UR pilot? You know, just use the UR pilot. So right now Gunpla also doesn't have many choice, so I don't upgrade her. Now this guy is I don't upgrade him because the character seal is EN, like both of them, which is useless, totally useless, and the stats is nothing special. You know, this guy have a balanced stats. So in terms of usefulness, I prefer to get Gaia or Ortega or Chaliabul. Chaliabul is the best. Together with Nyan, and then the Amate Yuzuriha. Or if I'm talking about the pilot from the Jiquax, okay, like this one is still kind of like useful because it has a higher range stats. You know, when attacking the enemy, this one is a tank. So this one having a balanced stats with skills that doesn't increase your damage too, makes him really sucks. Like, look at this. Why I say balanced stats? Because if I upgrade this ability, look at this. It increased the awaken instead of increasing either range of melee, which is already high. So that means that you increase the awaken. It is 54, so 15% increase, making him has the same stats for range, melee, and awaken. And it's bad to have equal stats in this game. I mean, like, you just now when you choose the unit, their weapon only use one stats. Even though the weapon can use range or melee or awaken stats, they don't use all three. They just choose one that has the highest number. So if you have all of them with the same number, it's not gonna increase your damage, you know. So, and this one, also the reason why I don't upgrade him is that his stacks is only this. I don't need a pilot that can only pilot one unit. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's reasoning. So those pilots that I only say, oh, I only upgrade this because this is Xeon, or I only upgrade this because this is EFSF. You know that I only upgrade them because I have a lot of extra experience materials. But the ones that I actually take time to explain the other reasoning is the ones that really is worth upgrading. So the one that really worth upgrading is Dosel Zabi, Daryl, Amate, Char, Kouraki, Quatre, and then Reza Burel, and then Night Gundam, and then the Suji Ito, and then the Shaliabul, and then Yan, and then Eniel, and then Luna Maria, and then Amida Arka, Karta Issue, and that's it. The rest is just because I like their text. For Lois, specifically, the Blue Astray was from the event, but the Ray Astray was from Gacha only. Range up tanks are pretty rare too. Yeah. Range up tanks are pretty rare too. So that's why. The tanks, if they do have movement up, if they have range up, if they have sway, they have extra things that they can do in that game aside from just taking damage. So that's the pilot. So we've already wasted a lot of time. I was planning to do Eternal, but we already waste a lot of time over there talking about all those things. But it's okay. It's a question from the viewers. So let's go do this, okay? Let's try to do the specialized unit. Let's just go in first. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use the Satan. And that's it. I just want to see what is inside. I haven't even tried this yet, okay guys? So this is gonna be the first time I try to attempt this. Only 3? The hell? Oh, okay. I was thinking, only 3 here and 3 here. Is that it? Okay. This one. Let's see what's unique about them. Yes. Increase spot attack by 30%. Oh my god. So I do want to kill them first. Squad defense by 50%. Wow. 283,000 HP. This is 183,000 HP. This is insane. What about this side? 346,000. Attack, force activate chance. Okay, this one is easier. Doesn't have a boost. Oh, this one support attack. Okay, this one doesn't have support attack. This one has support attack. So I need to be careful about the support attack. But these guys here have attack boost and defense boost. Okay, what about this guy? This guy only have a bunch of support defense in here. Yeah, this guy only have a bunch of support defense in here. And what is the victory condition? These are all units. So I can just ignore this guy. Right? I can just ignore that guy. Okay. Let's just stand by in here. Let's just stand by in here. And that's it. I want to see who moves. Okay, that one moves. Oh my god. Okay, so this one also move. Oh, that can actually work then. I can just put one guy in here and then support countering this guy and I can kill them together. Oh yeah, that can work. Yeah. So let's go. So the one with the Night Gundam is the one with the support attack. So I need a sway over there. I need someone with a sway on the Night Gundam team. Let's see who has sway. Actually, I can use any pilot. Yeah, there is no limitation on the pilot, which is great. So I just have to add the team. Let's see. This one is support counter. I think I'm gonna need a stronger attacker on the second team. So let's just do the second team first. I'm gonna put the stronger unit in here. Definitely gonna be using the Gundam Aerial. And then the other aerial. And then probably the Wing Gundam. We do have 2 Wing Gundams, so I can just use 2. And then this is the Night Gundam. You don't have a special weapon damage taken up the buffer in here. Yeah, let's just build the other team first. Okay, so this one, we're gonna use a physical damage dealer. Let's do the Casval. Let's do the Barbatus. Probably the Nixion. Then Shadow Gundam. Then the Satan Gundam. Satan Gundam use defense down, right? Yeah, it has defense down. Okay. Should I use Panoramic Knife? Yeah, let's try that one. Okay, now we're gonna choose the supporters. Oh, can you boost? Can you boost those 2? This is tough as nails. And this is unstoppable. Oh, nice. We have unstoppable. That is lightning fast. Okay. Unstoppable. There is no unstoppable in here. We have Witch from Mercury. Gundam shield. Wing shield. We don't have. We only have 1 tough as nails. So the tough as nails, I can move in here. Although I don't need to move them. So in here I'm gonna try to bring let's remove that and put this 2. Okay, and then in here we're gonna use this. Ta-da! Yeah, that's good. Okay, so in here gonna try to get as many good units in here that can be boosted by the same tanks. Maybe instead of Barbatus, I'm gonna use the Night Gundam. Where's the Night Gundam? There it is. Ta-da! Yeah. This is actually quite okay. Like, this is the SD Gundam team. This becomes an SD Gundam team. Yeah. Okay. Now look at this. I can boost these 2 units, or I can boost just the Casval Gundam. So, in this situation, like this is an example. This actually gives me a lot more benefit because my Casval Gundam is at level 100, you know, So should have higher stat than the Nixion. This one is 10,000 damage. This one is 10,000 damage. Wait, let me use a pilot here. Koraki. 13,000 damage, yeah. Although I think if I upgrade Xiong, this one, can this also reach 13,000? Yeah, 13,000. But I think the cast file is still higher if I boost the cast file. Yeah. So I have a choice. Do I want to strengthen the Night Xiong or do I want to strengthen the cast file? This one, I'm gonna be using the support, which is gonna be Muro. Let's see. This one we're gonna use Asuna in here. And then Suleta in there. And then Quatra in here. And then Ride in there. And Sirocco in there. Ta-da! Now I don't know about the positioning. Let me see. Let's put the support attack on 1 and 2, and then the attacker on the 3, the melee one, and then 4, and then 5. Okay, like that. This one gonna be this one in the 1, this one in the 2, this one in the 5, 4, yes, 3. Or just like that. Okay, let's sortie. Satan is deaf and physical down. Okay. This is a great team, I think. Okay, let's go. So I can always lure this to here. Okay. So should I put? Yeah, I should have put this guy. He likes you. Can I? Looks critical. Should I use Wei? And use Wei. Just put him there. He will bait this guy to attacking him. Hopefully he can counterattack. Hopefully. Now we're gonna attack this on that side. Let's use this one first. Buff up, buff up. Okay, can I one-shot the enemy? No, I don't have enough damage. Okay, so I'm gonna need to debuff them first. Oh my god, that hurts. Oh my god, that hurts. How? Yeah, this hurts so much. How about the right side? Is he defending? He cannot counter me. Oh yeah, he cannot counter me. I'm too far. Look at that. That's how much damage it get reduced. It's a lot. That's why try to attack them using the sway if you can. So let's do this. Then we gotta put this here. Hey, we're killing this guy. Okay, attack. Okay. Now this guy. Attack him. Deal with this. Okay. Problem. I'm gonna use force defense and lure this guy to attack me because I want to give the attack down to him. Look at this. Ta-da! I'm gonna be able to put the debuff and then he's gonna finish him off. That's good. Give them a second up. Defense down, and attack down. Okay, let's go. The right side is actually working well. Okay, so now I can use this. Hey, look at that. He's dead. Go and die. Okay, so let's go in the middle, then just stand by. Gonna lure him here and then attack. Okay, so the left side is problem. The left side is problem. How am I gonna do this? Should I lure them? I think I can. Yeah. Let's lure them. How much movement do you have? This much. And what's your attack range? 2 to 4. 2 to 4 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can just lure them actually. But it's gonna be hard because they're gonna attack me 3 times And I only have to support defense, so the last one I won't be able to block. So actually, if only I can... this one deals low damage. Oh, because I killed the one that gives buffs. Oh, nice, nice, nice. They are losing the buffs. Yeah, I didn't even realize. That should have been the correct move, guys. Yeah. Kill the one that brings the buff. That increase the squad attack and squad defense from here. And then this guy will be weaker. Oh, I accidentally found that out. Yeah, look at this. I can survive now. Yeah. So let's use this guy first. Attack here. So physical weapon increase. Oh no, the counter support gonna hit. So let's move here. Tada. Yep. Oh my god! This is my first time seeing its attack. Where did the where did the rocket came from just now? Oh my god! Oh my god! Did he just poop one out? Yes! Oh my god, that was the first time I saw this Gundam attack. Oh my god. It's a poop attack. The hell. Okay, it's time for the Asphalt Gundam to kill this one. Yay. If I use this and option of this, yeah, I still can kill. Okay. I'm gonna use this. Tada. And shoot this guy. Yeah, I think this is okay. Let's just shoot. Okay, now this guy, can I attack that guy? No, I need to be here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot protect this guy. Although he already prepared a sway. But all of this guy probably gonna go and attack him. No. Let's see. Let's see the Satan Gundam. Do you have a force chance step? No, it doesn't have force chance step. So we should be fine. We're just gonna attack this guy. And that's it. Gundam secret weapon. Yes, it's a Gundam secret weapon. That was my first time seeing this unit attack. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Then we're gonna support defense and then counter attack this. Yep. Should be fine. Okay. Support defense again. Counter again. Okay. Oh no! He's attacking from maximum range. But it's okay. He actually served his purpose. Like we are just like distracting this guy. Yeah, so now we can ignore this guy. We can just go straight for this guy. So I'm gonna go here. Can I attack? No, I cannot reach. Do I have movement? I do have an increased range. Yeah, I do have increased range. Let's see. What else can I do first? Let's just boost our attack first. Okay, this can reach here. So I can attack this first. Use up the support defense. Okay. And then support attack later on there. I can use this. Attack this guy in here. So that this guy... Oh no! That one is the one who's gonna use the support defense. Let me just block that guy. Let's go here. And then shoot this guy. Yeah. Or we shoot this guy. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Just attack from here. Hey, hey, hey! Cannot reach me. I'm gonna remove the support attack. See, this is where our lesson just now takes place. Okay. So from here, yeah, I cannot reach this Satan gun. Too bad, too bad. Although, if only I can kill this guy. Oh, I can. And then I can chance step and attack there. Yeah, that can work. Yeah, that can actually work. Let's just do this. Kill this guy. Although I'm gonna be using all support attack just to kill this guy. But it's okay, let's go. Ta-da! Now I'm gonna attack the Satan. Oh no. Actually it's okay. Wait. Where is this one gonna go? Here, I think. Yeah, here should be fine. This one also can go there. Okay. So this one go here. And attack this. Yeah, this is defense now. Okay. And then use the beam damage taken up. Because he's countering, he's not defending. Is the new event gonna be like the Dice Gundam event? Did you ever try Super Robot Wars in PC? I did try once. But because I don't know any of the other robots, so I don't really enjoy Super Robot Wars. like I want it to be specifically just Gundams inside, not a collection of any other robots. So yeah. And the new event, wait, what? Which one is the Dice Gundam event? Which one is the Dice one? I don't remember there being a Dice event. But the new one, the Fierce Enemy Assault, right? You can choose the level of the stage difficulty later on. So it's gonna be quite fun, I guess. It should be. Should be fun. Okay, we're gonna use support attack in there. Okay, now finish them off with this one. Tada! Support attack. Healing. Did you ever try support? Oh, I've already read that. Ta-da! And then gonna be killing this one. I can actually go here and kill this one. How much damage will the Xiong deal? Ooh, it actually deal quite a lot of damage. Okay, I can do this. I can shoot that one. Oh, that is actually quite far. Should I shoot that one or should I shoot this one? Yeah, let's just shoot this one. And the Xiong gonna finish this. Okay. And then in here, we will be healing ourselves. And then attack that guy with damage taken from physical up. Oh wait, I shouldn't do that. He is defending himself. Ah, it's okay then. And I forgot to use the attack first. I'm actually making a lot of mistake in here. Let's defense down this guy. He is defending himself, so I don't want him to do that. Let's attack from here. He's counter-attacking me. So the damage that goes in must not be blocked. Then this one. Is this. This physical weapons up, right? It's already there on him. Actually, yeah, physical weapons up, defense down, so it should be fine. Should be able to shoot him. Ah, not enough damage. Okay then. Ta-da! Should be winning this. I think we did make quite some mistake. So maybe later in the expert, if the enemy is still the same, then the same strategy still applies. Kill the buffer first, and then kill this guy here, and hopefully the enemy at the bottom split up. You know, one to the left, one to the right. So the one in the middle, we only need to deal with two support defense in the middle. So yeah, right now, I think can just do this. Look at this. Wow. Support attack. I can just use all these units to support attack. This is quite an overkill. Let's go. We finish the hard stage, and that's it. We're gonna take a sneak peek on the expert one, but I don't think we have enough time to do the expert one. I'm also already quite a bit tired, so we're gonna end the stream here. Let's just take a look at the expert one. We will see. Like, I'm gonna theory craft the stage, analyze the stage, see if it is still the same. Then we can still use the similar strategy. Okay. So, as usual, we're gonna put the Night Gundam in here, and then Satan Gundam in here, and we're gonna see what's inside. Exactly the same. It is exactly the same. I could have used the same exact strategy. Yeah, only that I need more damage. So, kill the one with the buff first, so that these guys become weaker, and then kill this one. And then they have double support attack, okay, of course. Luckily, this one doesn't have double support defense, okay? If it has double support defense, this is insane. You need to kill all the tank first and separate them before you can kill the Satan Gundam. But yeah, exactly the same strategy. Put something in the middle to lure this guy out, and then kill the rest of this, starting from this side, and then go to this side, and then block, separate the defender, so that the Satan Gundam doesn't have anyone protecting him, and yeah, just kill him. That's it. So should I always do my Eternal Road live? I mean, it's much enjoyable. Yeah, doing it live, I think. So let's see. Oh yeah, just now somebody asked me for a gacha, right? Let's try using gacha. I'm gonna use this one. Yay, it's exactly 10. Let's go. I'm not gonna use a diamond on this one. Oh yeah, there's something I forgot to say to you guys. Yeah. For those of you who are still tuning up in here, okay, I was gonna say, when I was talking about all those pilot things, you know, because now we have the SD Gundam coming out, there is one specific advantage of link units, you know. Like I saw in the Discord, in my Discord channel, that if you get a copy of this, like you get 2 of this, you also get 2 of this. Also get 2 of this, and this changes everything. This changes the game. Why? Like just now, did you see that I have aerial and also the aerial rebuild? Yeah. Imagine it is the same aerial. Like I have 2 aerial Gundam, okay? But I only have 1 Suleta Mercury. So that's why the other one, I need to settle with some other pilot, you know. So I need to settle with some other pilot. So I cannot maximize the damage of this Gundam aerial because I use the Suleta on the aerial rebuild. So my Gundam aerial UR doesn't deal maximum damage just now in that stage, okay? But it is different with this guy. If you can have 2 pilots, that means that all of the duplicates that you have from the monster Black Dragon will deal maximum damage. It will always use the correct pilot, you know. So if you ever get a duplicate of a link units, as much as you can, try not to limit break them. Only you will only limit break them if you use them in PvP. Otherwise, in PvE, having 2 monster black dragon at 0 limit break is much better than having one monster black dragon at 1 limit break. Although it is debatable because the first limit break increase your stats by 20%. The first limit break. Yeah, the first limit break increase your stats by 20%, while the second and the third limit break only increase your stats by 10%. Let me go find some to show you the number. Look at this. The first limit break gives 20% bonus stats, while the rest only 10 and 10. Okay? So, when you have two monster black dragon, like, having two of them is just like increasing your damage by double. Instead of increasing the star by 1. But, I mean, like, the increase in your stat is, for example, if you only have 2 slots, okay? Bringing one monster black dragon and one, for example, one Lasine in here, by bringing 2 monster black dragon, now the second monster black dragon, the advantage of you bringing the second monster black dragon is the difference in stats between Lasine and the monster black dragon. Although Lasine is a bad example. Like, imagine I have Gundam Aerial in here, like SSR. Okay, instead of using monster black Gundam and an SSR unit, it's better to use 2 monster black Gundam. I mean, 2 monster black dragon Gundam at 0 limit break, so that the second monster black dragon advantage in the stage is the difference in stats between the monster Gundam and the SSR unit that you were gonna bring instead of the monster black dragon. Okay. I mean, did you get what I'm saying? Yeah, basically that's it. Okay. So by the coming of this link system, now you can have 2 pilots, 2 of the same pilots, because the unit can have duplicate. I mean, you can have a duplicate units and also a duplicate pilot because they are linked. It's even from the hard one because after that there will be monster black dragon coming. Oh, okay. Okay, Bang Felix, thank you. So there's gonna be a reinforcement then over there. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit different. So we gotta do it some other day, you know, while I'm still having full power, full energy. Because today has been tiring. I just want to relax, watch Netflix. And yeah, we've already actually spent the first hour of this stream by talking about pilot and everything that I should have made into a video, but I been talking in here in this live stream, and you guys already get the gist of it. Okay, so for those of you who are tuning in this live stream, at least you get a sneak peek of the next video. But I'm gonna summarize everything in the next video. Hopefully I don't miss anything, because there are a lot of things to talk about. Like just now you saw me, like it took me 1 hour just to explain everything about the pilot. So yeah, now we have the link unit. You have another advantage. By bringing more duplicates of the same unit, it actually gives you more advantage because you also have duplicates of the same pilot. So let's go in here. We're gonna use the cut and assemble in here, and let's see. Hopefully I get a good unit. It's downloading. Hopefully a new unit. Let's see. Will I get Amuro? The text is normal. Sayla maybe? Sayla? Amuro? Sayla? No? Dang it. It sucks. I don't get anything. Let's see. Hopefully maybe an SSR. At least a pilot. Give me a pilot. A new pilot. Shit. This sucks. Okay. The Bensinon is still here. If you do need the Kyojikazu, I mean the best one in this here is the Kyojikazu. It's a rival supporters. And then the Banshee, if you do build a Psychomu team or a Tough as Nail, then Banshee can be in your team. And if you don't use that specific tag, then it's better not to pull the Banshee. The Master Gundam is better for you, but the Master Gundam is non-limited, so you can just get him any other time. This one, the Monster Black Dragon, and the Liu Bei. Actually, the Liu Bei, yeah, the Monster Black Dragon, the best part is that it is a support unit. That's why you don't need him at maximum limit break. Like, he doesn't really need to deal as much damage in a single hit compared to an attacker unit. So for an attacker unit, for Liu Bei, it's better to limit break the Liu Bei because you don't want to bring too many attacker unit. They cannot support attack for you. So only the Monster Black Dragon is worth duplicating at 0 limit break instead of limit breaking him. Okay, so that's it for tonight's stream, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time I stream again. I don't know when, but we will see. Hopefully I get extra free time, because currently is very busy with work. So yeah, again, good night everyone. Bye bye.